Hello today, guys. Today we're gonna do a recap of all the old and new stands today. So we're gonna go through each part, do a recap. I'm gonna show you all the stands, tell you the names and abilities, and we'll show you the attacks. So we make sure it all looks good. And after you guys watch this full video, down in the comments, tell me what your favorite stand is from today. And yeah, let's get started. Yeah, and this is the first ever stand I made. It is Star Platinum, the main stand from Part 3. And its main abilities in Part 3 is just being the most strongest stand, physically strong, and it also has, at the end of the part, I also had a time stop, and we'll give you a 360 so you know what it looks like. And these are Star Platinum's attacks, On the model over there, it has his fists, and these two hands right here are just the just normal hands like this in Rec Room, and this is his star finger, and this right here is a punching effect or a kicking effect or anything like that for any of his moves. It's just a normal effect for him. And yeah, these are all the attacks for Star Platinum, and now we're gonna move on to Crazy Diamond. This is Star Platinum from Part 4. He is the main stand from Part 4. His ability is to revert anything to its like past self or ordinary self, or in simple term heals anything basically. And yeah, we'll show you a 360 of its model. And right here is the Crazy Diamond Barrage effect. This is his barrage. Anytime he does a barrage. Down here, these are just his normal like karate chopping hands, because over there on the model is the fists, so these are just the normal hands. And right here is the this is the bullet he launches at the rat. And then if you come over here, take a look. This is Crazy Diamond's healing effect. Anytime in the game, anytime he heals anything or like restores anything, it will use this effect. And then down here is Angelo. It doesn't look very good, but I will update it more in the future. But for now, this will just do fine. Then if we come over here for Crazy Diamond's ultimate, we use I'm using a wall, so it goes from a good wall to a kind of broken wall to a fully broken wall. So it gives the effect like he's punching through it, and then he can restore it if he wants to. And now we're gonna move on to the world. And now we're on to the main villain stands, because back there was the main hero stands for part 3 and 4. Now we're doing the main villains. This is the world. It's the main villain from part 3. It's Dio stand. And it's very similar to Star Platinum. It's physically strong. It's very fast. Has fast reflexes, and its main ability is to pause time. It's the first time stand in the series. I'll give you a 360 so you can get a proper look at it. Okay, these are the world's props. These are probably the most like recognizable ones out of all the stands from here. Right here is the stop sign he used to try to kill Jotaro with. It's very accurate to the anime, and then you have his knives, of course, that he throws. And again, these are just the normal hands. It's just like swap out hands from the fists, so it's just these. Yeah. And now would I move on to the main villain from Part 4, Killer Queen. It's very popular, and now would I go to that one. This is the Part 4 main villain stand, Killer Queen. It's very popular, and there's a lot of props, so it's going to be zoomed out a tad more, but we'll show you all of it, and we will give you the 360, don't worry. Right here is the main Killer Queen, right here. And right here, what's doing with his thumb is the bomb effect, where he puts down his thumb and it explodes. Then we go to over here. This is just a normal bomb effect, for all of his explosions. Then we come down here to this one. This is the Stray Cat torso. When you use Stray Cat, this is the he'll be able to switch to that ability. And this is right here. This purple orb is the Stray Cat bomb. that he used, the air grenade, the air bomb, whatever you want to call it. And right here, this one's very recognizable. Sheer heart attack. It's very popular. And when we come over here to these ones, right here is the Killer Queen barrage, probably my favorite barrage. Then right here is the karate chopping arms, just the switch out hands basically. And then right here is just the normal punching arm, because over there it's using the bomb one where it clicks down. And the one right here, the one with the black gloves, the full body Killer Queen is bites the dust. So in the game, if you use bites the dust, you'll be able to use the full body. And the reason why the bites the dust one has black accents instead of purple like the one over here is just for visual changes and stuff, so you know like what's what. Also, because I think in the anime it uses black, and in the manga it uses purple. I think that's also another reason. But yeah, besides that, that's Killer Queen. Its ability is to whatever it touches, it turns into a bomb. It clicks its thumb, kaboom. It's not very strong. It's fast, not very strong though. It doesn't have a lot of durability, and sheer heart attack. It's a heat-seeking bomb. So whatever the hottest thing in the room is, it goes to that. And a stray cat is just a cat that shoots out air bullets. And Killer Queen made all the air bullets into bombs, so that's why stray cat's here, because it's very effective. And bites the dust. Whenever you use whenever bites the dust is activated, every time a person says Kira's name, it goes back in time to the present of the morning, and at that time, whoever said Kira's name dies. Then it keeps on going on to the day until someone says Kira's name again. Then it reverses all the way back to the morning, and it keeps on going on. And bites the dust is implanted into someone's like brain, kind of. I don't really know how to explain it too well, but yeah, it's another time-based ability. And yeah, that's Killer Queen and all of its stuff. And now we'll give you a 360 of all of it. Right here is the one of the main stands from Part 3. This is the Silver Chariot. A lot of people know it. It's a Polnareff stand. Silver Chariot's basically a knight. It's very fast, and Silver Chariot has a unique ability where it can shed its armor to gain more speed. This is this one right here. I know it's not very accurate. I'll add a better looking one later on. It also has another ability that only uses once, where it makes clones of itself when it gets like super fast. Kind of confusing. Also, another ability it only uses once is where it shoots off its blade like a gun, which is kind of cool, I guess. Right here is the barrage effect for it, just a normal one. Then right here is like a slashing effect, very simple for it. Then we're gonna move on to a this stands actually from Part 5, but I just included it. Uh, Silver Chariot Requiem. Then we'll just move along to it. This is Silver Chariot Requiem. Uh, Actually, this was the first ever full body stand I made. All the stands I've made, as you can tell, it's just body, head, hands. But this was the first ever full body one I made because it's a Requiem. I personally think it's one of the best Requiems. I think it looks very good, and it also has the Requiem arrow, and it has switch off hands as well. This stand is very confusing, so I'll try to explain it the best I can. But if I make it wrong, but if I like mess it up, I'm sorry. So its main ability is to like you can never hurt it, and it only has one mission to take the arrow far away as possible, which is that arrow. So all it does is walk in a straight line and take the arrow away, and it's indestructible, so you can never kill it. Well, kinda. There's a sun, like a little orange sun behind your head, and if you kill it, and if you like defeat the sun, like destroy the sun behind your head, then you can finally hurt him. Yeah, and his only mission is to protect the arrow, make sure no one gets it, and also when he has the arrow, he has the unique ability to switch people's like souls around. in people's bodies, and by doing this, the people also grow like monsters. They like mutate when their souls switch, and basically it switches your souls, and its only purpose is to protect the arrow. Yeah, that's Silver Chariot. Personally, I think it's one of the best full bodies, and then we're moving on to over here. You can't see him very well, so we may have to zoom in a little. Lovers, yeah, lovers, very tiny dude. It's barely as big as your hand. Actually, I think it's maybe is as big as your hand. Let me compare real fast. Yep, it's as big as your hand, like your palm, not the wrist. Yeah, it's very small. Lover, but this isn't accurate sizing, of course, because if it was, you could not see him. It's microscopic. But Lover is how it is used. Is basically this little dude like implants itself into your brain, into like the enemy's brain, and so if you hurt the stand user, Lovers like does the same amount of damage you did to the user, to the person who has lovers in their like brain, and it does like 2 times the amount of damage. So say if you punch the user, whoever has lovers in their brain gets punched, but twice as hard. So that's why it's so difficult to defeat lovers, is because say if you kill the stand user of lovers, the person who has lovers in their head will die as well. And lovers, if you try to like defeat lovers, it multiplies into more and more clones. And so if you kill a clone and goes into a more, it makes more clones. So the only way to stop it is to kill the real one. And how lovers does the damage thing, it shrinks down into a microscopic size, goes into your brain and like cut, and it like goes to the nerves, and it like you see these little pinchers, it like pinches the nerves and stuff. I think it's a very cool stand, but it's not very strong. It's actually the weakest, as the stand user says it is the weakest stand, but I like it. He's a cool little guy. Now we're moving up to the to one of my more favorite stands. This one, Dark Blue Moon. Right here, Dark Blue Moon. He's kind of a fish dude. Right here are the switch off hands. He has claws. He has a very big mouth. He has a barnacle, and his barrage effect is pretty cool. And basically, Dark Blue Moon's ability is yeah, this is the barrage right here. Dark Blue Moon's ability is he's just kind of a fish man. He's kind of like Aquaman, I guess. So he Dark Blue Moon, he's like a shark. He's very fast underwater. He's very strong underwater. And his ability is to grow barnacles on things. Very funny word, barnacles. He can grow barnacles on things, so he can like grow a lot of barnacles, and he can also like he doesn't like control water, but he can like make like whirlpools, waves, and stuff like that. So basically, underwater, he's just like a superhuman, basically, and he can grow barnacles anywhere. And yeah, he's just kind of a shark man. Besides that, when I go to another main character of Part 3, Hierophant Green. Just move this over here. Hierophant Green. Uh, you should. He has a lot of abilities that he only uses like once or twice, but yeah, he can be pretty cool. Hierophant Green, his main ability is the um. What's wrong with his head? Oh, that's what I for a second I thought you were like that. Hold on. Let me redo it. Sorry, my makeup panels like that. For a second, I thought you were like trying to like. Okay, tell me what to redo. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hierophant Green. His main ability is the most unblockable attack, Emerald Splash. It's unblockable. This is the thing right here. This is the Emerald Splash ability. He does it with his hands. Does a little thing, and Emerald Splash comes out unblockable, undodgeable, and yeah. He also has another ability that's kind of weird. He can like turn into like spaghetti strands, and he can like go into people's bodies and like take them over. So he can like take over people's bodies, and he can also he can like kind of stretch, like he can turn to like tentacles, and he can like take over people's bodies. He can. In one instance, he used and you can like he can like stretch his body. He can also make a he uses this one attack where he like stretches his body all around. So he was using it against Dio because he knew Dio could pause time. So like if one of his like tripwires went off, he knew where Dio was. So he made like a giant like tripwire maze with his body, so he can like extend his body. He can use Emerald Splash, and that's really it for Hierophant Green. Its user was Kakuing. Now we're gonna move over to Justice. Cooler stand. It's pretty big, so we may have to zoom out a little for this. Yeah, perfect. And so I gotta fly up here. So basically, Justice is very cool. So basically, if you have an open wound of any sorts, Justice can use air and like manipulate that body part. So in one instance, say if you got stabbed in your hand and you have an open hand wound, the air of Justice can go inside that hand and manipulate the hand. And say if you're dead, like say if you have a stab wound and like you die and you have stab wounds, Justice can like take over your body and use it as like zombies. So it's a giant cloud of like mist, like air, smoke, whatever, and basically you can take over people's bodies, body parts. That's kind of it of it. Maybe I'm forgetting another ability of his, but yeah, we'll then move on to Magician's Red. Magician's Red, it has a lot of abilities, but its main ability is just fire manipulation. So you can
Bro.
do what.
Come look at this.
Okay, sorry, we got interrupted. One of our friends joined, and he just joined. And don't worry, we'll get back on track. Yeah, and basically, we'll just go where we left off. Magician's Red. It's just a chicken man, big chicken man, and he has two switch off hands right here, and he does use a lot of like kind of abilities, but his all you need to know is that he can manipulate fire, he can make fire, he can manipulate it, and the user Abdul does a lot of cool things with it. He's also one of the main crusaders of part 3. Now we're gonna move on to one of my favorite stands, Cream. Move over. Cream is a terrifying stand. It's basically invincible right here. This is Cream. By the way, compared to Magician's Red, he is huge. He's very bulky, very big boy. And this purple thing right here is his a void ball where he goes into the void. He starts rolling around. Basically, Cream's main ability is to he eats himself and he turns into like a void. But the thing is, when he's in this void ball, he's like not touchable, like he's invincible. But the one downside of Cream is once you're inside the void, you cannot see or like sense anything. So basically, by the way, the void, like whatever it touches, it like disintegrates. So it's like an actual void, and that's the only downside of Cream is that like he can't see inside the void ball. And yeah, that's the only really downside. This next stand is a very underrated stand in my opinion. Want to move over to I think this one's called Judgment. I always confuse judgment. I always confuse justice and judgment. Yeah, I always confuse those two. Yeah, judgment or justice, whatever. He's basically a genie. He uses 3 wishes, and he uses so basically. By the way, there's nothing. By the way, Polnareff stumbles upon this genie, and to make sure he's a real genie, he wishes for piles of gold. This is what this is right here. Whole bunch of treasure. And then these swords are just swords that like come out the treasure, I guess. They like stab you from the treasure swords. And right here is the clay dummy. So Polnareff lost his sister, so he asked the genie to bring her back to life. But the thing is, when he brings people to life, basically the wishes backfire, and he brought his sister back to life. But the thing is, it was like a zombie clay person. So basically, he can make wishes, but like they backfire. So if you ask to make a wish of like somebody to come back to life, he will make it, but they become like a bloodthirsty zombie clay person. It's kind of a cool ability. It's physically strong, kind of, but yeah, it's one of those like side stands that's like never gonna get used again. Over here, we have one of the cooler stands, Death 13. Bring it over here. This one is one of my favorites. Yeah, we can zoom in a little. Death 13, one of my favorite stands. It personally, I think it looks really cool, and the scythe just makes it look extra better. I think it's one of my favorite stands from Paul 3. Actually, it's not my most favorite, but I think it's top three. Honestly, that cream and like the world maybe. Yeah, probably. Yeah, but its main ability is so when you go to sleep, it like come. It's kind of like basically it's like kind of like Pennywise. You know, ever seen that movie? It. Yeah. So basically, it like goes into your dreams and basically it like makes your dreams like into nightmares, and whatever happens in the dream happens in real life. So it's like no, actually, it's not like it. It's like Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street. It's like that. So if he cuts you in the dream, it like happens in real life. You know, you wake up with the scratch. But the unique ability is the uh the whatever happens in the dream you forget in real life. So like if you get like cut in the dream, like slashed, you wake up with like the slash mark, but you would not know what happened. You would just think you like cut yourself in your sleep by accident. That's kind of the main ability, and the only way to defeat it is to like bring your stand into the dream. Kakuin fell asleep with his stand activated, so that's how it got defeated. And the stand user is actually a pretty unique one. It's a baby, so that's why it was a baby. Yeah, but Death 13, amazing design, cool ability. Yeah. Now we're gonna move on to one of the I think it's the 13 gods. If I'm wrong, sorry. It's like the 10, 13, like 7 gods maybe of like Egypt. Wanna move over to this? Yeah, you can zoom. Yeah, Jeb, its user is a blind man, and basically Jeb's ability is it has like sonar like radar, I think it's called, like echolocation, so it can hear everything through it can hear stuff, and basically it's just a water hand. But the cool thing about it is you may think it's not dangerous, but the thing is it's very physically strong, it's fast, and the only true way to defeat Jeb is to defeat its user. But the thing is Jeb is a long range stand, so the user could be like miles away, not miles, like meters, feet, couple like hundreds of yards away, and Jeb will still be active, and it's pretty cool. It's not, of course, it's not very pleasing. It's kind of a okay hand. I will update it in the future to make it look more realistic, but right now it's pretty cool. Now we're gonna go into one of the more goofy ones, the sun. If you can't guess what it is up here, if you can't guess what it is, it's the sun. Um, I kind of forgot the main ability, but oh yeah. By the way, to make Yeah, it shoots fireballs and it can also like make you like feel really hot. Basically, yeah, basically the main like ability is like it like reflects everything, so it like makes it feel like you can never escape it, and it's like really hot, and it uses like mirrors to like reflect it, so you're like stuck in like a reflective cage where it like keeps on heating up, and it can also like shoot fireballs at you. Hopefully that made sense, like the reflective thing. All you gotta know is it's basically the sun. It's just the sun. It's very hot. It shoots fireballs. And if you can't tell, it's just the sun. That's the whole design. And now we're gonna do a 360 of all of them. You can take it away. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Tell me what. This should go a lot. Okay. This is the hand. It's from Part 4. its main ability is so this hand right here, the right hand, whatever the right hand touches or like whatever it swipes at, it erases from reality, and it can erase space, whatever. So like you can basically fly with it if you keep on swiping through the air, erasing the space in front of you, and it can also delete like anything really. That's its just main ability is erasing things, and it's a Joe Bro stand. So like how it's kind of like it's basically the second main stand. It's the main character's like best friend stand. So yeah, if that makes sense. Now we're gonna move over to one of my favorite stands. He's very small though, so yeah, Zo- yeah, we may have to yeah. Red Hot Chili Pepper. Of course, he's not as small as like the Lovers or anything, but yeah, Red Hot Chili Pepper. Right here is its barrage, which I think is a pretty cool barrage. His main ability is basically to like control electricity. Basically, the thing is, it's like a the closer it is to electricity, the stronger it is. So, say if it's near like a electricity plant, like a cell, like a whole bunch of like power, like a whole bunch of electricity, it's very strong. But say if it's next to like no electricity, it's not very strong. And how they defeat the stand is basically they throw it into a they trap it in a tire because tires can't conduct electricity. So they trap them in a tire and they throw them into a into water. And the thing is, I just found out salt water is like very conductive in like all ways. So basically, he when he got thrown into the water, he didn't know where to go because the electricity was like going all ways. So he basically got like ripped apart, kinda. It's a pretty cool stand. It's a little chicken man. And then we come over here, we can look at all of his in the thing. It like he uses like guitars and stuff, and like he uses music. The stand user uses music and stuff. So like for his ultimate in the game, he'll use like a giant music thing. He can blast music. He uses his guitar. Personally, I think it's very cool. And now we're gonna move on to a very okay mediocre stand. Surface. Surface is very simple. So basically, I don't fully remember, but whoever it touches, I think is who it. Basically, it's a shapeshifter. It's a mimic, and whoever it touches turns in. Whoever he touches turns into it. So say if the doll touches, let's just take me into for example. He touches me, he can turn into me. It's basically a mimic, and the mimic is exactly like you in all ways. It doesn't think like you, but it sounds like you. It looks like you, and yeah, that's kind of it. It's just a doll, and when the doll touches somebody, it turns into them. Yeah, that's kind of it. Now to move on to one of my favorite stands from Part 4, Heaven's Door. Heaven's Door. He looks okay. Yeah, I know he doesn't look too good. I will redesign him. Heaven's Door. It he I like him. He's one of those other tiny stands. He's not very big or bulky. But basically, Heaven's Door's main ability is to basically, if he touches somebody, he can open them like a book, and basically you can like write rules into them. So say if it like Heaven's Door touches me, it can like read me like a book. It can tell you all my life. It can tell you about your whole life, everything you've done, everything about you. And basically, you can like write rules into it, like you can't attack the stand user, like you can't like anything like that. And that's Heaven's Door. It's pretty simple. It's pretty powerful if you like really think about it, but eh. But then we got one of my more favorite stands. I know a lot of these stands are my favorite, but this one I really like it. It's the first ever act stands. So act stands can evolve. This is Echoes. By the way, Echoes is very complicated, so I'll try to explain it. Echoes Act 1, basically Echoes Act 1 and 2, these are the two dudes right here. Echo. By the way, there is an Echoes Act 3, but I haven't made them yet. But basically, echoes they can put properties of stuff. So if they make a sound, it'll happen. So if they make like hot, if you they can make words and stuff like hot. So if they make the word hot, they can throw it at sun, and then that thing becomes hot. Basically, they use onomatopoeias and stuff to make it like come true. So if they use a word like air and they throw it, it can make like a giant air wave. If they make it something bouncy, it'll become bouncy. So basically, they can use sounds or like words, and they can make those things become those properties. It's kind of like that. Yeah, I think it's cool. It's very difficult to explain, so hopefully explained it pretty good. They use sounds, onomatopoeias, and stuff like that to do it. That's his main ability. So if it like says something is heavy, it becomes heavy. Something's bouncy, it becomes bouncy. It's hot, it will become hot. Now we're gonna move on to my absolutely favorite stand of all time. My beautiful king, Rat. Oh, I love Rat. Basically, if you don't know, Rat stand user is a rat. Yeah. Basically, it's kind of simple. Basically, it's like it's a gun. It's this thing. There's like a gun in the back of it. When we do the 360, I'll show you. It'll show you. But basically, it's like a turret, like a gun, and basically the turret gun thingy, it fires out bullets. But the thing about these bullets is they're like acidic, so if the bullet touches you, you start melting, which is pretty cool. That's kind of it for the rat. It just like melts things, and with bullets, and that's it. So 360 time, and you'll see the gun I was talking about. And now we went from the part 3 and 4 stands. These are the part 5, 6, and 7 stands. So yeah. This right here is Golden Experience, the main stand from part 5. His user is Giorno Giovanna, and his main ability. There's a lot of his abilities kind of weird, but his like main major ability is to make anything non-living into living. That's just kind of a little bit of it. If you want to know more about his ability, you can go look at the JoJo's wiki or just look it up. And over here we have his attacks. You have a barrage, a tree, and a frog. Also, another one of his like kind of abilities. If you attack any of his living things he's made, it will reverse the damage onto you. That's kind of a little bit, and then yeah, we're gonna move on to the part 6 main hero stand. This is the this is stone free. It's Jolene's stand. Its main ability is basically it turns into string. So it's kind of just a string human. Kinda, that's really it's just a string human. It's a human that can turn into string, and the string are as the string are very sharp. I don't think they can break at all, and it's a very long string. The only way it can run out is if the person fully runs out, because the person's made out of the string, you know. And this right here is the barrage effect, and this right here is the baseball beatdown. Right here is probably one of the most iconic stands of all time. A lot of people's favorite. Tusk. We may have to zoom in a little to get a picture because these guys are kind of small. So this is Tusk Act 1. It's very small. By the way, I'm Tusk Act 1's main ability is basically you can shoot your nails, and basically it's just kind of like a gun. You just shoot your nails. That's kind of it. And then Tusk Act 2, its main ability is you shoot nails, and wherever the nails hit or land, it makes a tiny hole called a spin hole. And if you touch the spin hole, you go into it, and you go into it and you die. So you do not want to touch the spin holes. Basically, it's like an after effect, the bullet. And this is Tusk Act 3. It gets way bigger. Goes from little, kind of big, to pretty big. It's as big as a Rec Room character. And its main ability is to so the user of Tusk is Johnny Joestar, and if Johnny Joestar shoots himself with his nails, he is able to go underneath. He's able to like go underneath the ground, kind of like teleport, and he can show up. It's kind of cool. It evolves over time. It gets more abilities, and then we have Tusk Act 4. Very, as you can tell, he's very beefy. Like, oh my, He is shorter than the. Actually, he's probably as tall as a raccoon character, maybe a bit tall, but he's just absolutely just a chunky, beefy boy. It has a lot of Tusk has a lot of abilities, so I'm not going over a lot of them. But its main ability, it can unravel things, kind of. It can make things spin. So the so basically it has spin, and it can it can spin things, like unravel them, spin them. That's how Johnny defeated a funny Valentine. He punched him, and Funny Valentine like unraveled, like he spinned until he like died. I don't know. Tusk is very confusing. It's one of those more confusing stands. So if you want to know more about its ability, just go on the JoJo's wiki. Some normal effects. You have the shooting effect, like how he shoots his nails. A barrage effect. Johnny's handgun, a spin hole, and then you have a big spin hole. I will give you a 360 of all of this, and then we'll move on to the villain stands. Okay, yeah, sorry, I had to do so. This is the part five villain stands now. This is Diavolo stand King Crimson. His ability is very weird. Basically, he can it's weird. I'll kind of explain it if I'm wrong. I'm sorry. It's very confusing. A lot of people don't understand it. Remember, look on the wiki if I explain it wrong. His main ability is he can like cut through time. Like basically, when he uses his time effect, he can erase anything in like a 5-10 second time period to make it never happen. And in that, basically, when he says King Crimson, when he uses that ability, he has like 10 seconds where he can do whatever he wants. It's not like time pause, but in those 10 seconds, it's 10 or 5. He can erase anything. He can erase whatever happened in that time, or he can just like cut it out. It's basically he like skips through those seconds, like he just skips it. Yeah, but it's kind of confusing. I probably explained it pretty wrong. So if you want to look on the wiki, then you can. And this one right here is the full body Diavolo. So there's gonna be a boss fight in the game where you fight Diavolo, and when you fight him, he'll use this one instead of the one over here. Yeah, that's kind of this one. Then White Snake. White Snake's also kind of confusing. I'll try to explain him. He's pretty cool in my opinion. He's one of my favorite. It's also another act. It's a stand that evolves, so it's kind of like an axe stand, but kind of not. It is an axe stand, but it just doesn't have act in the name like Tusk or Echoes, but it evolves. Basically, it can take your memories with these discs right here. It has a memory disc and a stand disc, so it can take your stand or it can take your memories. It also can. It also uses like acid. It can spit acid. Also, its acid like can like confuse. And it only uses this ability once. It like makes Jolene and Jotaro. It puts them in like a state where they don't know what's going on, like an acid room. So it can make like hallucinations with its acid, and it's also a long range stand. It's one of my favorite stands. Also, this one very hard to talk about. So you go look on the wiki for it. And then we move over here to Sea Moon full body stand. By the way, this isn't for a boss fight. You do get aware that you do get this stand right behind you, standing with you. And Sea Moon's very confusing. I'm just gonna explain it in a simple way. It can kind of control gravity, so it can make directions go. I'm not too sure about that. It can make directions go in like a different way or something like that. But its main thing is it can control gravity. It pushes gravity a different way. It basically it repulses things. The closer you get to the user, the more it like pushes things away. Basically, you can control gravity, pushes things away, and also its main ability, its coolest ability is it can turn things inside out. Very gruesome. I like it a lot. But then we move over here to Maiden Heaven. Maiden Heaven's very tiny. It has a lot of detail on it. It's one of my favorite. And yeah, main heaven. Its main ability is basically the longer main heavens is alive, the faster it gets. So it starts off slow, but it gets faster and faster. And then if it gets enough speed, it can start. It starts making moving time faster and faster. So it makes non-living objects go super fast. In one instance, a baseball. They were playing a baseball game, and main heaven like speeds up time, and then the baseball comes crashing down, hits a dude in the jaw. Think it removes his jaw, but it makes things move 10 times faster, like clothes, teeth, and people get older. And then once it gains enough speed, it can reset the universe. And when it resets the universe, something pretty cool happens. It makes another like universe. In this universe, everything like looks different, everything acts different, everything just looks a tad different. It's basically still the same thing. But to get main heaven, you have to do a whole process. It's hard. I don't want to explain it. Basically, it just speeds up thing and it can reset the universe. It's pretty cool ability. This one wasn't as confusing. This one's pretty confusing though. D4C. Oh, D4C is very confusing. So how D4C works is its main ability is it can go through different dimensions. So how you go through different dimensions, the user needs to be squished between two items that are the same exact that are like the exact same. Basically, the user needs to be squished between two items to go to different dimensions, if I remember right. Basically, when he's squished between two, like say he squishes he in one instance, Funny Valentine, the user of the stand, gets squished between a train and train tracks. Then he goes to a different dimension, and the in different dimensions, Funny Valentine can take different Funny Valentines is like life and stuff, so he can like transfer into different Funny Valentines when he goes to different dimensions. Yeah, and that's kind of it. He can also like teleport them there too, so he can like teleport clones. He can do a lot of stuff. It's dimensional travel. It's kind of hard to explain. Look at the wiki. But then over here is Funny Valentine's is pretty cool ability. It's called Love Train. It's called Love Train. Love Train's it's a giant pillar of like light, and if you touch it, it like reflects all damage. I think I'm probably wrong on that, but it's giant pillars of light. If you touch them, you probably I think you die, or it does a lot of damage. I forget about Love Train. Go read the wiki on Love Train. I'm probably very wrong, but I'm gonna give you a 360 on all of these so you can look at them. Now we're gonna do the part five side stand. So these are like the side characters, stand, not the main villain or main hero. Some of them are villains, some of them are good guys. But yeah, right here, this little dude right here is Metallica, and Metallica, its main ability is just in control metal. That's the simplified version. It can do a lot more, but basically it can control metal within a 15 to 20 meter radius, I think. And so that means it can control blood because blood has metal in it. Basically, its whole ability is just to control metal. Then over here is Moody Blues. There's two versions of Moody Blues. One is the manga, one is the anime, because I thought they both looked really good. So in the game, you can choose between which one you want to like look like, which one you want to use. It's not a skin. It's just like an alternate version of the stand. But Moody Blues' main ability is its main ability is to basically it can replay anything. So say if in one instance they had to get a code to like put into the computer. They needed a code to put into Sun, and so basically Moody Blues replayed it. So basically Moody Blues can replay anything exactly, and basically it can just replay anything. That's kind of it. So if I jump and it replays what I did, it'll just show me. It'll just show back to the time I was jumping. Basically, it's like a camera can go back to any instance and replay it. It's kind of it, but it's useful because it can replay any moment. And then right here is the Grateful Dead. So the Grateful Dead is pretty unique. When the Grateful Dead is summoned, it produces it produces like a I don't want to say gas. It produces something, but when if you're near the Grateful Dead, yeah, it's like a mist. Thank you. It's like it produces a mist, and if you're like and if like you're in the mist or near the mist, you age very fast. And how fast in like 10 minutes you can go from 19 to like 60 or like 70 in the anime that happens. And basically the thing is it goes on body temperature, so the colder you are the least it affects it. So in the anime they were eating ice, so if you eat ice it'll stop the aging effect, but if you don't have anything, but if you're not don't have anything near you, you will age very fast. And yeah, basically it just ages you very fast. Right here, it has a very it has an appropriate name. Well, kind of inappropriate. It's called Sex Pistols. In the anime, they call it six bullets. I'm just gonna call it Six Pistols. Six Pistols is it's a gun. It's just a gun that has aimbot. You shoot the gun, it'll whatever you want it to hit, it'll hit it. Basically, these little dudes right here, they kick the bullets. So say if you want to hit a target, you shoot the bullet, and these little dudes kick the bullet into that direction to make sure it hits no matter what. Yeah, that's kind of it. They're just cool little guys. They just kick bullets, and basically it's an aimbot gun. By the way, it also works for anything you want to throw. So it's not just bullets, but it's mainly used for bullets. This is White Album. White Album, its main ability is to like it just kind of gives you like a suit of armor, like an ice skating armor, and it can also create like ice and stuff. That's kind of it for it. It's it. I'm not explaining it very good. You can look at the wiki if you want, but that's kind of like just simple. Makes you into an ice skater with a suit of armor, and it makes some ice. We may have to zoom in for this one. Notorious Big. This one's simple. So basically, this one is unique. This happens after the user dies. So when the stand user dies, Notorious Big activates. Basically, Notorious Big, it's indestructible. By the way, this is like the only indestructible stand, I think. You can never kill it. You can never touch it. Like, it's invincible. And it gets bigger and bigger, and it just eats everything. And how it goes after stuff is basically, it goes after, I think it was motion. So say if you like run or like you move fast, it can sense you, because I think it's like actually I think it's blind, and that's why. Yeah, it's motion. So it goes after motion, and the only way they defeat it is they trap it in the sea, because the sea is always moving, so it doesn't know which way to go, because there's motion in all directions. There's motion in the ocean. So the motion in the ocean, it doesn't know what to do. So it just like it's trapped permanently in the ocean because it doesn't know what to attack because there's motion everywhere. Next up is Green Day. Green Day is terrifying. It's basically a fungus. So say if you're like 100 meters within the stand's range, say you go up to an elevated point, you cannot come down from that elevated point or you will die. So say you're standing right here, and then you go down a bit, you will die. Like, you just disintegrate. But so basically, say you're standing right here and you move up, you cannot go back down. So you have to. So you have to stay the same elevation or keep on going up. But if you ever go down, you will die. And that's kind of it for it. And the only way to stop it is to either the stand user stops it or you kill the stand user. Yeah, that's kind of it. And then this one's pretty cool. We have to zoom in. It's a very tiny one. This is Aerosmith. Basically, it's just an airplane. It can detect like motion. It has a little like a radar, so it can detect things on radars. It has bombs. It has missiles. It has guns. Basically, it's just a mini airplane. That's really it, and it can detect things too. It's really just a mini airplane that you can control. This one though, this is Craftwork. Craftwork. This one is one of those stands that's very forgettable. So if I mess up, I'm sorry. I think Craftwork, how it works is it stops if say the stand user touches something, it stops all motion in that object, and it can give motion back. Yeah, yeah. No, it was that was Metallica that could create and control metal. Basically, Yeah, basically. So in one scene, they shoot a bullet at it, and basically he touched the bullet and it stopped all motion, and then he touched it again and gave all the motion back, so it can stop and it can get control motion in objects. This one is kind of weird. This this is Craftwork. This one's kind of weird. It's named Soft Machine. Very forgettable. Soft Machine basically it can pop things like balloons. It can pop anything like balloons and stuff, and it also has like another ability. I forget it. You go look at the wiki for it, but it can make like an object that can like a cover. It can cover something like a balloon cover, and it can like it's weird. You just have to look at the wiki. I'm sorry, forgot it. One I forgot. And then this one's pretty cool. Sticky fingers. Sticky fingers. Um, its main thing is just it can just make zippers anywhere. So he can unzip his arms, make his arms go a long ways. It can unzip people. It can go inside. It can make like zipper pocket ways. It just makes zippers and control zippers. That's really it. Yeah, and this is a barrage effect. Honestly, this is probably one of my favorite stands from Part 5. Then this dude right here, this little dude, it's a tad bigger than the player's hand. It's called Mr. President, and how Mr. President works is basically the key is like a portal, and basically you can go inside the key, and it's a safe room. So basically, it's just like infinite storage. It's just the key is a room. You touch the key, you go inside the room. You can leave the room. Basically, it's just a safe room. This one over here. This is you can wear this one actually. Let me. I may not look that good. Let me just. If I look goofy, I'll watch the video back and I'll see if I look goofy. But just take that off. But basically, it's called Oasis. Oasis can make anything like liquid. It can swim through it. Whatever it touches turns into like a liquid form, and it can swim through it like mud. So like it can swim through the ground. It can make whatever it touches becomes like liquid and stuff. And then like when it stops touching it, it becomes like a solid again. That's kind of it. This one of my favorite, Purple Haze. Purple Haze actually has a cool thing. You can take off Purple Haze's mask. Yeah, so you can take off his mask, but we'll just leave that on. You can also take off his cape to show more because because his cape came off and his mask. So you can remove his cape and his mask, but we leave the mask on because he looks cooler. And basically, it has three golden balls on his hand, and if it breaks one of the golden balls, it creates a poison that has no cure to it at all. And basically, it's just a very deadly poison that will kill you, and nothing's immune to it basically. And the way they did cure the poison is very stupid. It was creative, but it was just random. If you watch that scene where Giorno got cured himself from the poison, you know. But basically, Giorno, he turned a brick into a snake, and then the snake bit him. The reason why is because the snake was born inside the poison, so it was born with the immunity to the poison, and then Giorno extracted its venom from it, so it's an anti-venom to the poison, which makes no sense, but yeah, and also it has anger issues. It's very angry all the time. And then this one, Spice Girls. Ooh. Oh yeah, this is the barrage effect. The Spice Girls. Ooh. Spice Girls, its main ability is it can turn stuff into rubber, like a rubber consistency, so it can stretch and stuff. And yeah, that's really it. For Spice Girls, just make stuff into rubber. Now I'm gonna give you the 360, and then we can move on to the part 6. Then this one, weather report. Weather report's pretty interesting. Weather report basically it can recreate any weather moment that happened ever, and it can also control the weather. So it can control the weather, and it can like recreate weather moments that happen. That's kind of it. This one right here is pretty cool. You may have to zoom in. This is Bohemian Rhapsody. By the way, Bohemian Rhapsody does not have a true form. So we just used a Queen statue because if you didn't know, Bohemian Rhapsody is a Queen song. Queen's most popular song, you know. So it's just a Queen statue of the band, and basically its ability is to make every single living thing, every single fictional thing come to life. So just a random example, Pinocchio comes to life, everything comes to life. And say if you interact with the story, like say if you interact with Pinocchio, you go inside the story of Pinocchio. It's pretty cool ability. The way they defeated it is they made a fictional. They had Van Gogh. It was a Van Gogh painting, and the Van Gogh painting, it was just Van Gogh, and they asked Van Gogh to make a character to defeat Bohemian Rhapsody, and so basically, Van Gogh drew a character, and the character's only purpose was to defeat Bohemian Rhapsody, and that's how they defeated him. And then after Bohemian Rhapsody got defeated, its stand user like it just died. That's it. It's a very cool stand, but it's like you can't control it. Like it's impossible to control. The next up, this is Kiss. Oh, another band. Kiss. Basically, Kiss can make infinite amount of stickers, and if the stickers touch anything, it like clones. So if you put a sticker on like my hand, I would have two left hands. But then when you remove the sticker, the items would collide again, but it would do damage. So basically, one time they put a sticker on someone's, I think it was their head, and so they got two heads, and then when they ripped off the sticker, the heads like clashed, and it did a lot of damage. Yeah, pretty cool. Then Diver Down. This one's you don't think it's confusing, but it kind of is. Diver Down, it can swim in anything, so it can swim through things. Basically, it can swim through any material, and then basically it can attack like inner organs and stuff and do a lot of damage. I think it also has like another ability that I'm forgetting, but besides that, that's kind of it. These are its cool little barrage attacks. Then you have Foo Fighters. This is the Foo Fighters like giant stand form. This is the one like they ran after. And basically it's just algae. It's just a whole bunch of algae, and you can make stuff out of this algae like a gun. And you can like shapeshift too. That's kind of it. But the thing is, the algae needs water to survive, and if it doesn't have water and it dries out, it dies. This one right here, I'm not gonna even try to attempt to explain it. If you set, yeah, so if you stand in like a perfect line with like perfect coordinates with something, like that perfectly lines up with everything, you can dodge every single attack and never be damaged. It's very confusing. Just look at the wiki. I'm not trying to explain it. Yo-Yo Ma. Yo-Yo Ma is basically it gains your trust and then it kills you by gaining your trust. So basically, it's a backstabbing friend. So basically, it pretends to be harmless. It helps you out. It makes you think it's a good friend. But then when you turn your back, it uses mosquitoes, and these mosquitoes, if they bite you, you pass out. Like you can't move. You get paralyzed. Yeah, and it tries to kill you. But like if you're like looking at it, it'll like be your like best friend. But if you look away, it'll try to kill you. Main gist of it. This is green grass of home. Hopefully that is the name. Green grass of home. This one's very simple. I'm gonna do it. So if you stand back here, you're fine. But the closer you get to it, the smaller you get. And that's its only real ability. So the farther you're away from it, the bigger you are, but the closer you get to it, the smaller you get. Very good visual representation. You're away from it, big. You go close to it, small. And that's really it. This one, that's pretty simple. This one, ooh, planet waves. Planet waves. Love planet waves. Its ability is to summon meteorites. So it basically just summons falling rocks, and if the rocks hit you, do a lot of damage. Very simple. Just summons meteorites. Now I'm gonna give you a 360 of all these stands, and then we can move on to part 7. Hmm. Alright, these next ones. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. You zoom. Yeah, you probably have to zoom in for this one. This is a ball breaker. It's very small. It's about as big as my hand. I kind of forgot its ability. I think it makes. Yeah. Its main ability is just to spin things. I remember. Yeah, it just spins things. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Go look at the wiki. This is one of my favorites. Hey y'all. Hey y'all is just a it's just a best friend. Basically, hey y'all gives you advice and it motivates you. And you may be wondering, oh, so just it's just somebody that's on your back that motivates you and gives you advice. Yep, it's just somebody that gives you advice, sits on your back, and they motivate you. The thing is, this motivation is different. When Heian motivates you, like you feel like motivated to actually do it. Like usually when your like friends motivate you to do something, like come on, you can do it. Like maybe you'll be like, oh, I can't do it, and you just won't do it. But when Heian motivates you, you're like compelled to do it, and you will do it, and you'll do it good. So just like it's just a motivator, and he's very good at it. This one, oh, yeah, it's pretty big. You may have to zoom out. Scary monsters. It's very simple. Its whole ability is to turn you into a dinosaur. That's really it. And also other ability, it can turn other living things into dinosaurs. Ooh. And it can make other living things into dinosaurs, and it can like tell those dinosaurs what to do, and you can turn yourself into a dinosaur, and that's really it. Just a dinosaur. Oh yeah, you have to use this one. You can also wear. I also like this one. Let me just. Aha. Uh, this one's chase the rainbow. Chase the rainbow. Its ability is just to control rain. That's it. Just controlling rain. It can't make rain. It can't do anything else. It just controls it. This is the world alternate universe. So basically, this is the part 7 the world that Diego has. If I remember right, it's the same exact ability at time. Same exact the world. This one is man dumb, but the thing is, you can't wear this one. See, I'll show you. See, you can't wear it. Sadly, like hey y'all over there, you can't wear it. For right now, you can't wear it. Mandum's ability is very simple. You can go back in time 6 seconds. That's it. You can go back in time 6 seconds. Yep. And then this one is in a silent way. One of my favorite abilities. It's just like Echoes, but it's kind of different. So say if you take it takes like sounds and noises, and it can put that sound and noise onto it. Like it gives it a property. So one example is like, say if you cut something with a knife, it can take it can take that sound of the cut and put it inside, and whatever it puts that cutting sound into, it'll cut it. So basically, it can use sounds to attack you, like slash sound, put inside, it slashes it. You use heat, you use a heat sound, you put heat onto it, it becomes hot. That's kind of it. It just uses sounds and stuff. That's really it. And then you have this dude. So basically, yeah, he looks weird, but the thing is, basically, he's like a suit of armor. You go right here, you wear him like a suit of armor. I probably look goofy right now. But basically, he's like a suit of armor. The thing is, it's called 20th Century Boy. And when you use 20th Century Boy, if you crouch, so if you're standing up like this, you can get attacked. But if you're crouched, you can't get attacked. Like, you can't get damaged while crouched. But the thing is, you can't move. So if you're crouched, you can't move, or all the damage or you will be able to get damage. And how they defeat 20th Century Boy because he can't take damage is they grabbed 20th Century Boy because you can still move him, and they threw him at the bottom of a lake. So if he like unstuck himself, like if he unsquatted, he would just drown. So he would forever just be at the bottom of the lake, just crouching. Yeah, and then you have Tattoo You. By the way, this is just like a model. The true stand is this over here. It's a tattoo, and basically tattoo of you. When we do a 360, you'll see like the full thing. But tattoo of you, its main ability is that just to have like 10 clones of you, kind of like 10 twins of you. Basically, there's 10 dudes, and all of the dudes are inside the tattoo. So the tattoo's at the back of your head, and all 10 dudes come out the tattoo whenever they want. They don't have to all come out at the same time. They can come out like one at a time or whatever, like two at a time. But the thing is, basically, there's 10 dudes that are in the tattoo, so it's like a portal, and it stores them. Yeah. So I'm gonna give you the 360, and you can see all the stands, and then we'll move on to part 8. This is Soft and Wet, the part 8 main character. Basically, his bubbles are little bombs. So say if he if the bubbles are near you, he can detonate them like bombs. And also he has another ability called Plunder. So if one of the bubbles touches you, it can take any ability from you. It can take your eyesight, your walking, the iron in your blood. It can take anything away from you, and it can give it to himself. Also, he uses a shovel. He just picked up a shovel, and now he uses it. And then that's really it for Soft and Wet. Then over here, this one's pretty freaking cool. Personally, over here is it's just Soft and Wet Go Beyond. He doesn't have any like new abilities. I don't think he's just like 10 times stronger and stuff. And yeah, he's full body. Then we come over here. This one is it's a part 9 stand. It is called I think it's November Rain or November Rain, I think. And its main ability is to create rain, and it can change the rain's weight. So it can make the rain weigh like 1,000,000 pounds, 10 pounds, whatever it wants. And also it can redirect the rain. No, not redirect. It can ricochet. So it can shoot out rain, and it can ricochet the rain off of things. So basically, it's basically a bullet it can make basically you can shoot water bullets off that weigh like 1,000 pounds, and it can ricochet if it wants it to. And then you have to zoom in. These are smooth operators. Smooth operators are 4 little guys, and what they do is they can move things around. What I mean is they can one time they grabbed a license plate, and they rearranged the numbers on the license plate, and they also rearranged a credit card too, I think. That's really it for the hero stands. There's not a lot here, so yeah, we can do a 360 of those. This is for the part 8 villains, I mean. Wonder of You. And basically, Wonder of You, its main ability is to control Calamity. And Calamity is everything bad that happens, so it's bad luck, basically. And basically how it works is, so if you try to pursue, you try to chase after, or if you try to chase after, pursue, or hurt the user of Wonder of You's Calamity will activate and will try to kill you no matter what. And the only way to stop the Calamity is to stop pursuing, chasing, or trying to harm the user. That's really it. There's 2 versions right here. This is the game version, I think, and this one is the manga version, game and manga. I think are the 2, if I'm right. Yeah. And then this right here is the Rokakuka. It's a fruit that you eat. Most of the time, people in a lot of games you see the Rokakakas used to remove the stand. Yeah, so it'll be the same thing for this game. And then if you come over here, there's nothing because the Part 9 villain stand has been revealed, kind of. The main villain stand has been revealed, but it's like not full body, like you only see its face. And I can't, create a stand from just a face. So yeah, we gotta move on. Yep. Well, then you have the Part 8 side characters. This is Paisley Parks. Paisley Parks is basically Google Maps. So basically, it'll tell you if you ask it like that for directions. It'll tell you the perfect directions to go. It also has another ability where it's like Dora, and it has a backpack. And basically, say if you're in a situation where you need something, it will give you an item to help out. So in one situation, they got stuck somewhere, and Paisley Parks pulled out a ladder out of nowhere. I'm not even joking, just pulled a straight ladder out of nowhere. And so it can give you items you need in situations, and also gives you Google Maps GPS, and that's really it. And then Nut King Call, good name, Nut King Call. Nut King Call basically controls nails, screws, nuts, bolts, all of that, and it can shoot nails out, and it can make the nails hot, and it can also unscrew things as well. Yeah, then you can look at all the attacks. These are the hot nails. This is like nail. This is one time he like trapped the hand. He like screwed the hands together, and this one right here is where he unscrewed the head. Cause like no, he a lot of the times he unscrews people's heads, and this is one of them. This one right here is Doobiewah. Doobiewah. Basically it has infinite range, and that's really it. So wherever basically how there's long range stands. This dude's a infinite range stand, and that's its only ability. So wherever you go, the stand can follow, and the stand user could be a million miles away. So yeah. And then this one, Doggy Style, another good name, Doggy Style. Doggy Style is it's basically like Jolene stand Stone Free. Stone Free, you know how it makes like string. Basically, Doggy Style also makes like string and stuff. Basically the same exact thing as Stone Free, but it's a little worse. Then if we go over here, this is the only Part 9 side character stand I made so far. It is its name is I forgot what it's called. I think it's called like the Matakaka, something like that. And basically, it's you ask it to make a wish, and it will make the wish come true. But the thing is, like, it clones it. So if you ask for like $1,000,000, it'll clone $1,000,000. I think that's how it works. When I read the description of the sand, it said it'll make people's wishes come true by cloning something. I think, if I remember right, or it just becomes a clone of that thing. I kind of forgot, but yeah, that's really it for Part 9 stands. Is these three, and then we actually have a little surprise. Um, we actually have a little surprise. Oh wait, yeah. If we come over here, these are all the non-canon stands. So none of these stands are real. So like they're either in a spin-off, like this one right here is in a spin-off. You probably know it. It's The World Over Heaven. This one over here is also a spin-off. It's another spin-off from Joseph Joestar. But these three over here, this Maiden Heaven skin, this Sea Moon skin, this Sea Moon, this Maiden Heaven, this Sea Moon, and this Wonder of You, all of these are non-canon. They're all custom made by me. And all of these stands, they're not skins. They're actual stands that you will be able to use, and all of them are very overpowered. But I will not tell you what any of them do. But when they come out in the game, you want to see what these dudes do. because they are pretty cool. And yeah, and then besides that, I'm gonna show you two more stands, and then we'll go here. These next two stands are part 3 and 4 stands. So yeah. And the reason why we're going back is because I just created these stands a while ago. Because this recording took a while. Because it was very long. But basically, I created some new stands, and I'll just show you them. Yeah. So we're just gonna go back. This stand right here is Aqua Necklace. It's a I just built this today because this recording took a while, as I already said. And basically, it's new. It's basically a little water dude. In the basically the little water dude's like a little demon. By the way, the reason why it's so big, it's not like it's meant it's like this big actually. But the reason why it's this big is because I want to show you all the detail and stuff. But yeah, it's just a little water dude that can move around and it can become like different liquids. And it's overall it's a pretty cool stand. One of my favorites. We'll give you a 360. This is a punch. It's liquid form kind of, and a barrage. Yeah. Just give you a nice 360 of that. Then if you come over here, right here is the yellow temperance. Right here is like a suit of armor, a basic attack, and then over here is a basic attack. And then the one at the end, the dude with the human is yellow temperance, like true form, the dude. And basically, this is what you'll look like. Replace the dude with you in the game. Yeah, that's really it for Yellow Temperance. Of course, you can't really make it because Yellow Temperance can be like really anything. But this is the most definite form I can make. But yeah, we'll give you a 360 of that. Yeah. Well, that's it for the video. We're gonna be uploading a lot more, showing a lot more stands. I'm gonna be making a lot more stands. Well, we're gonna be making more maps, more skins, and the next video that's gonna be uploaded, we already planned it out. It's gonna be a skin video showing all the skins, and there's a lot of new skins to show. Very cool, and yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you got to the end of the video, I asked this question at the start of the video, but if you made it all the way here, type in the comments below what your favorite stand was here today. And if you did make it to the end, I would think you did like the video. So if you would be so kind to like and subscribe, that would be good. And thank you for watching. That's it.
Half of our population has no dad.